Welcome, everyone. My name is Hakan Adere. I'm a senior technical consultant for SAP Commerce Cloud. And since late 2018, I'm specialized in migrations for the SAP Commerce Cloud. So I want to talk about the architecture and infrastructure of it. So here you see a standard SAP Commerce infrastructure. Either you're on-prem or CCV1. This is what you have, right? You have your own SAP Commerce Cloud. You may have your data hub. You may have your accelerator, your own custom extensions. You may use industry accelerator or not. And this SAP Commerce Cloud sits on either on CCV1 or your on-prem servers, right? The same applies on CCV2, SAP Commerce Cloud in the public cloud. There is no difference in the regular SAP Commerce Cloud architecture. You still have your SAP Commerce, your platform. If you want to use, you can use Data Hub. If you want to use, you can use your own custom extensions. If you want to use, you can use Accelerator. Or if you want to use, you can even use Spartacus, right, in CCV2. You can use industrial accelerators. If you want to integrate, you can integrate SCPI or you can integrate Kima. And all of them, the only difference is in CCV2, all of these infrastructure sits on top of Microsoft Azure platform, right? And this platform, the hardware is actually a Kubernetes cluster, right? We will talk about that one. And all these infrastructure configuration is handled by the SAP Cloud Platform. It is handled by the Cloud Automation Engine. So this part, whatever you have right now, it doesn't change. This part is just as same as on-prem and CCV1. It is same on CCV2. So what is different then? So as you can see, this is the high-level architecture of SAP Commerce Cloud in the public cloud, CCV2. So these blue boxes is your own subscription, right? Your own application. So this small blue box is actually this architecture, right? So what you share is the Cloud Automation Engine. So Cloud Automation Engine is an engine that handles all these aspects of your environment. So it handles the environment management, it handles the build management, deployment management, logging, monitoring, scaling, disaster recovery, backups, and snapshots. So instead of you dealing all these aspects in your environments one by one, it is handled by the Cloud Automation Engine, right? And what a Cloud Automation Engine does is it connects to your environment, change these configurations, right? So it is not hosted. So this Cloud Automation Engine is not hosted in your environment. So it's a separate application, right? Which connects to your application and then configures all these aspects for you. And you don't interact with this Cloud Automation directly. What you interact with the Cloud Portal. It's a customer self-service tool, right? And you give orders through this portal to Cloud Automation Engine, and then Cloud Automation Engine handles all these configurations for you. So this is how it is done in CCV2. So CCV2 is a closed model, right? What does this mean? So if you're on-prem or on CCV1, not for CCV1, not for stage and production environments, but probably for dev environments, you have this SSH access, right? Where you log into your servers, where you have the direct file system access or any other kind of configurations, right? You can all do all these, but on CCV2, it's a closed model. So you don't have SSH access to your servers. The only thing you can get access is the Cloud Portal. So any kind of configuration that you do, it is done through the Cloud Portal and it is done by the Cloud Automation Engine, right? So this Cloud Automation Engine is a multi-tenant setup, right? So all customers uses the same platform, right? So this way, what we do, when we add a new functionality in respect to the environment management, build management, scaling, disaster recovery, logging, monitoring, deployment management, all customers benefits for it, right? And these features are introduced on monthly basis, right? So once they're introduced, it will be available to all customers. But here, this blue box, right? It is a single tenant application. So you don't share anything with anyone, right? So your version here is same. So if you are 6.7 here, right, you are not affected by the monthly upgrades of the Cloud Automation Engine, right? You can upgrade whenever you want your platform, right? And this is a multi-tenant application, but it doesn't contain anything about your customers, right? This is just like a tool where you go through and you do some configurations, right? All the information, all your database, your application servers, everything is in your own subscription and isolated. So there is a couple of reasons for that. One is obviously for security, because you don't want to share anything with other customers, right? You have your own distinct Azure subscription, right? And the second is for the isolation. So if something happens in this customer's environment, right? If their servers goes down or the database goes down, you don't want to be affected by whatever happens in their own subscription, right? So you have the isolation and you have the security in your own subscription. And here is the versions that we have, right? So this is the cloud automation engine, which is monthly updated, and it is software as a service. It is automatically upgraded, and your own commerce application is your own commerce platform version. Like it is like version 6.7, 1808, or 2005. It is annually released, right? And it won't be upgraded until you upgrade that one. How can we get the DB dump plus data media folder from a SAP cloud environment? This may be needed to set up local or any hosted environments. So for the database and media, right, we are providing a snapshot feature. So if you want to move database and media between your environments in CCV2, you don't need to take the DB dump or the media from CCV2, right? There is a way to transfer the database and media between environments. But if you require that one for your local environments or for your on-prem environments, we don't provide a feature for that, and you have to open a ticket and ask for the database dump and the media backup. Thank you everyone for again joining.